Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. 92 yards rushing for him now to this point. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the River Hogs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
On 1st down, Gibbons. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Gibbons. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ready. 50, green.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
On 1st and 10, Gibbons. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gibbons. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Pioneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He stiff arms him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. In motion right, one of the tight ends. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
56 Mike.
Throwing to start the drive. Givens. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 19 yards that time for number 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Givens. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing on 1st down. Givens. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It fights him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. To throw on 2nd down. Givens. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 3rd down and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Portland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.